Hello and good morning to all of you beautiful people out there. Today we're working on our astrological crystal pairing series where I just go over a couple crystals that I think astrologically align to your sign. And today we'll be talking about Aquarius placements. So, anybody that knows anything about astrology knows that Aquarius is one of the most unique signs to have in your birth chart. It imbues the native with individuality and a sense of community at the same time. They go against the status quo, but really have a deep connection to the strength and the forward progress of humanity. They're the ones who are weird and wonderful and have such unique perspectives on life and earth and how society is progressing as a whole. And the first crystal I want to talk about is Crazy Lace Agate. And this one initially stuck out to me for Aquarius because if you have ever seen this stone, it is so unique in the way that it looks. It's got all of these crazy loops and turns and almost like faces within there if you look at the right way, all these different colors. It truly is one of the most unique stones I have ever witnessed in my life. And this happened to be the first stone that I consciously picked out. That I saw it, I was like, I want that stone, and I read what it was. Everything about it just stood out to me and screamed Aquarius. And the unique physical appearance of the stone isn't the only reason I think it's great for Aquarius to utilize, but also the properties and the healing that it imbues upon its user. This is a stone that amplifies joy and really helps its wearer pinpoint different emotional wounds that have been left stagnated in their body so they can finally feel through them and release them. As an air sign, Aquarius is known to intellectualize rather than feel their feelings. And when we're thinking about our feelings rather than feeling them, we may think we're over it, but in reality, those feelings just get stored somewhere else in our body, whether it's our hips or our shoulders or our joints or wherever it may be. They're still unprocessed and they're still sitting somewhere where they can eventually cause us physical pain down the line. Crazy lace agate helps to identify those wounds that have been left unfelt, bring them to the forefront, not to cause you pain, not to cause harm, but so you can finally release what does not serve you. This is a stone that forces you to feel rather than rationalize, so it can help you alchemize your feelings. Use them as a superpower rather than something that just feels icky and unwanted to move through. And as you move through all of those heavy emotions, it really alchemizes them into joy and laughter and connectedness. It then helps you meet others as shining your own unique, individual, authentic self. It brings in community of like-minded people because you're finally able to release the burdens of what no longer serves you. So you're able to tap in more truly to your authentic nature. And it even protects against harmful or negative energies that are brought on by other people. So, Aquarius, you guys, again, are so unique and so individualistic that sometimes people who aren't as comfortable with their own selves can then project onto you their own insecurities. This is a stone that helps put a barrier around you. So, you're saying, I'm not taking on what you haven't dealt with. Rather, it just makes you feel the things you need to deal with too. And then as you feel through them, you're left feeling light and joyful and happy and together with the people around you. Now, the next stone I want to discuss is aquamarine, and it's not only because the stone shares a similar name to Aquarius. In the zodiac, Aquarius is represented by the water bearer, which means they have the capability to carry heavy emotions. That's part of what makes them so tapped into humanity's needs because they are able to carry the emotional load that, our society takes on as a whole. But just because they're able to carry that emotional load of others doesn't necessarily mean they have an easy time with themselves, as we just discussed with the previous stone. Aquamarine gives Aquarius the strength and consciousness to connect so authentically, not only to their inner emotions, but their emotional expression. So, again, rather than intellectualizing, they're almost forced to not only feel what they're going through, but release it through expression. That's sometimes where Aquarius gets stuck, is they could feel embarrassed about the emotions they're feeling, or it's just too overwhelming. They don't know what to do with them. So they push them down and they pretend they're not there, and nothing ever is released, especially through that emotional expression. Aquamarine gives them that strength, that connection to themselves, to have the confidence to express themselves, no matter any fears they be feeling about ostracization or being pushed out of the group for any means. Not only that, but Aqua also helps Aquarius surround themselves with people who get it, people who appreciate that authentic expression, people who will not run away feeling uncomfortable or whatever it may be. It pushes the people who can't handle it out so that the water bearer is surrounded by people that can help them carry their load as well. And with that, it helps Aquarius establish emotional connections that go beyond the surface level. A lot of their friendships can be very surface level. They don't like to go too deep about personal things. They'll go deep as they want about, outer space and the darkness of society and things that have nothing to do with them, but the bigger picture. But Aquamarine helps them have the strength and the confidence to go deep within themselves, to establish one on one personal relationships with people that truly are centered in the heart, centered in true authenticity, that go beyond the depths that they're typically used to having. And with this assurance as they're expressing their emotions, it also just amplifies their creative and unique self expression. So Aqua can help them tap into, fashion choices that align more with who they are that maybe they wouldn't have even thought about trying before. Or if you are an artist, it'll help you tap into new techniques that you never really explored before. It really opens up that creative expression through your intuition, through your emotions. And going along with your intuition, it helps you connect greater to your intuition, and it helps you increase your ability to meditate by quieting the mind and opening yourself up as a channel. Because aqua connects to both, or I guess all three, the throat, the heart, and the third eye, it really helps to clear out any blockages that exist there. So you are able to channel higher wisdom from beyond our physical realm. And with your newfound connections through authenticity, you'll have the bravery and the strength and the community to share openly this wisdom that you receive without feeling like you're going to be ostracized. Aquamarine is such a wonderful stone for Aquarius to use. It amplifies their expression. It amplifies their connection to themselves. It amplifies their connection with others. It brings community and a sense of belonging to Aquarius who's so used to being the odd one out. I highly recommend this stone for all of you Aquarians out there if you haven't already started using it. Now, the final stone I want to discuss is rose quartz. And before I continue, I know, Aquarius, you're like, enough about the emotions, enough about the heart already. But everything else you guys have kind of mastered. You're masters of your mind and your intellect. You're masters of the way you present yourself in the world. But what you have not mastered is how to connect to your heart and your emotions. And that's why all of these stones are centered around emotional healing. We utilize crystals to help amplify the energies we feel we need or feel we may be lacking in life. And that's why these are all centered around that. So, with rose quartz, again, deep, intense emotional healing. Using rose quartz helps us tap into the deepest part of our emotional centers. So we can not only heal stagnated emotional wounds, but emotional wounds we probably picked up in childhood as well. Since Aquarius is usually, the ostracized, the odd one out, and for good reason, especially in adulthood, you feel more comfortable being on the outside than you do being on the inside. But as a child, every child just wants to connect. Every child feels they want to belong. And typically, Aquarius placements, they're the ones that were on the outside in childhood. And we hold on to that through adulthood. We hold on to that feeling of ostracization. And sometimes, again, Aquarius can grow into accepting it without ever feeling the hurt and the pain that it caused in childhood. And that's what rose quartz helps to identify, move through, and heal. And with that, it can even heal relational or family wounds. That doesn't mean if you've had issues in the past with a certain person or certain family members that you have to resolve it, but it helps you find the forgiveness in your heart to release it. You never have to speak to these people again, but it gives you the opportunity to say, that has nothing to do with me, and let it lie. Heal the hurt from what caused those wounds and let it lie. And as we mentioned previously, Aquarians love humanity. They love to assist in humanity. They love to help humanity progress. And with that, Aquarians can usually volunteer in, the places that usually get shunted away. Nursing homes, homeless shelters, soup kitchens. Rose quartz gives them the ability to establish healthy, empathetic connections. As the water bearer, again, they can take on the emotions of other people and alchemize it, but if there's not a healthy established boundary there, they can take on the emotions of others and then add that to the soup of the emotional wounds that they need to cleanse and heal and feel and release. Rose quartz gives Aquarius the opportunity to be that empathetic shoulder that they need without bearing the emotional load of others, without taking it on as their own responsibility. Rose quartz helps to release all lingering insecurities Aquarius may feel in feeling their emotions. And not only that, in expressing those feelings how they best need to be expressed. And it reminds Aquarius that as long as we are moving through love, with love, we will always be protected. No matter the circumstances we find ourselves in, the people we're surrounded with, we will always be blanketed by love. And Aquarius, that is all I have for you guys today. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I was able to provide some wisdom, some knowledge, some solace, whatever you're needing with these crystals. And of course, if you're going out into the world to find some of these, I just recommend that you buy from a reputable source that you know and trust are getting their crystals in a good fashion. And of course, there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of other crystals, stones, and fossils that may resonate for your energy and where you are in this period of your life. So these are not the only ones. I advise you to be creative, have fun with it, use your intuition to feel what feels right for you. Only you know what is best for you. Alrighty, guys. But I love you guys so much, Aquarians. You are beautiful, you are wonderful, you are weird in the best way. And this world wouldn't be what it is without your unique perspective and your energy. So thank you. Thank you for always bringing it forth.